I started my meditation journey around 2.5 years ago with a 40-day meditation. Again, with no big expectations or anything. It's just simply, I know meditation is good. I've been thinking about that for a while to do it, but then never started. But the time that it all came together was when I hurt my back and with doing too much excessive some exercises and physical activity too much and too fast. In that process, I hurt my back and I was like, okay, if I can't do these physical workouts, let me do. I've been thinking about this meditation, and at the same time, we came to know about this meditation through Ramesh sir and my husband Mahesh. He joined, 40-day meditation just only with one commitment. I just want to know how, practice stillness, because I always, my attitude, action, tasks oriented, always want to complete, I get too much energy, probably don't know how to channel properly or when to stop, that's probably it. So no judgments, nothing, no expectations, just started the 40-day meditation every day, same place, attend this session, do the meditation. Guess what? Get about the back pain. Of course, I healed. The pain was reduced significantly and all that. But all the other things started happening, like my the self-awareness. First of all, everything in the simple daily things. That's what my journey, the self-awareness, the clarity came. Used to accomplish all the tasks all the time, and I expect same thing from others. I create anxiety for others too, as along with me. When I have how can when they're slow, I was like, why can't they do the same thing? Why can't they think like me? Or those expectations. Um, so all of that self-awareness, what are the feelings or the emotions behind the happening, whenever I get emotional, or what is that feeling, or really coming into my mind.
Good morning, good afternoon, and a wonderful evening, dear friends and masters. Very warm welcome to Gratitude 39th day. So lovely. She said so many things. She's a master from St. Louis, self-awareness, learning our emotions. So we've seen, this last 39 days that our mindset is the key to everything. When you fill our thoughts with hope and positivity, when your heart with gratitude and our actions with kindness, the world will definitely reflect that energy back to you. You know, choose to see good and you'll find it everywhere you look. The sir has taught us to make these three C's of our life. The way I see it is, we learn to make choices, then take chances, and we'll definitely see the changes. So it's all about what choices we make and what chance we take ahead of us. With that, very warm welcome, all of you, and over to you, sir. Thank you.
One second, I'm just trying to get this.
Sure. Usually, I would love to talk. It's last 2 days, but I thought I don't want to take that away from sir, so I stopped at the right.
Talk.
It's high time that we say no to excuse saying, I don't have time. We must make time. And especially for service, we may feel in the beginning, whether it's physical or as sir is teaching us how teaching, we're going to talk about why teach meditation, because you'll realize that you're really not teaching anybody else. You're only, when we serve, we're only serving ourselves and our larger selves. We become more self-aware that what we need to change in our lives. So I really, starting with Satyasai organization, we do a lot of physical services. And when I understood doing this teaching meditation would be the highest form of service. And that's when I, instead of saying that, oh, I'm not sure if I can do it, I learned from Sir the biggest lesson, why not? There's always a first time for everything, and it's okay. I'll keep getting better. I'll keep doing more. So with that, sir, over to you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sonalji. We are saying two things from this whole concept of service. We serve ourselves or serve. Anyway, you're going to be that bud becoming that flower, so the fragrance is going to happen. And so you're going to serve. I mean, not clear about what to do, serve. It has a great, it is a great way to get in alignment with what we want to do and what we need to do. Meditation is developing this great amount of leadership principles. And so something that's fundamentally can be introduced and talked about in your organizations. By now, you would have your own story. How I can take it into my organization. 10 years ago, it is a personal practice. Meditation means, oh, okay, so this is something specific to Hindutva or whatever. It's a religious practice. It's a personal thing. It's got to be inside the room, bedroom. But after going through a program like this, and we understand after reading some books that were suggested, it's no longer a personal bedroom practice. It is a group practice. The experience of meditation is greater and greater the more larger the group we have. Meditation feeds mindfulness, mindfulness feeds meditation. Mindfulness means, and if you have your work environment beautifully covered, that you have your mindfulness greatly in your 8 hours or 9 hours of work at office. Mindfulness requires environment support. So then why not we immediately introduce in our organizations as much as we do it to our people at home? When these two are taken care, our home environment and our office environment, then we see tremendous progress in ourselves. At a minimum, our immediate group members whom we interact every day, morning to evening, we figure out a way to introduce meditation. And a beautiful way is to say that you will become a greatest leader. When you introduce meditation, everyone becomes from a follower to leader. Everyone develops that empathy. Everyone develops that inspiration. So naturally, they become leadership. How many here, after having been practicing for 40 days, feel some of the qualities for a leader that would have? Here, the listed that you develop, or you see you're different. You're a master of great inner state. You're realizing that if you are happy, if you change your vibration, if you feel good about yourself, or if you feel I can do it, now that thing is spreading. At least you're developing that quality now. It's all about science of energy. A leader, a meditation leader, a Buddha Siva, quantum leader is a master of great inner state. That means rather than trying to first change people around, they are changing the vibration inside so that now automatically that changes things around. We want to change in our colleagues. If we want a systemic change in our organization where everybody is saying no, and if you want a change where some of the basics of day-to-day stuff has to change, then you're thinking here, you're changing vibration that this is changing. And then you're visualizing and imagining of what the change is. And you're first going into the acceptance of the current situation so they become coherent. You're dropping judgments about people and colleagues of the past. And so then your thinking, your view, your dreaming becomes a lot more powerful. And so then that master of great inner state has to bring an outer change, that water experiment. You just say, I love you, water, and that changes its state. Operate from a possibility. No longer, no, it's not possible. We are becoming growth minded. We're becoming growth minded. We're operating from possibility, not from limitation. How many feel like this is there, this is opening up? Why should I just conclude on something when it does not serve me? I said, why can't I stay open about that person, the situation, that thing? And so then I can at least allow things to happen, number one, operate from a possibility. And number two means that I am not saying no. Instead, I'm wanting to explore that everything is possible in the field. It only depends on how much energy that I can raise myself to, so that I am that much vibrant about that thing. And so then I put my attention on that, rather than saying this is not possible, that's not possible, this is not going to happen, that's not going to happen. Operate from the possibility every day. Purpose alignment. then we're gaining more and more clarity about what should I do. Will I continue to do what I was doing before in my job? Should I be expressing, make that small changes, that a self-expression is getting developed as an emotional intelligent person, so that we can align towards things that I always wanted to do, but they don't. And so am I doing that? The purpose element is so important for a leader rather than simply adjust to things, just to manage the show, manage the people, or just to be there because we're earning some money and that's more important, even though deep inside you feel you got to do something else. The survival thinking, survival issue. A leader moves away from survival to purpose, purpose driven. How many feel that this is what I need to do? Okay, earlier I may be doing just going to work and then is this got to be showing up there, come back, but it's no longer showing up. Empowered but does not control. A leader believes meditation is helping us to let others be. Let others be, let others thrive, let others experience what they're looking for, let others express it. Just because somebody expresses does not mean that it is going to be their way. There's no my way, their way, it's an everybody's way. We have these conversations, we allow people to take initiatives. We are ready to tolerate failures and we are ready to take risks. Because we know we have the biggest personal resiliency. That means we can recover when some things happen. First of all, we stop having the chatter in the mind if things didn't happen the way we want it. That brings us a lot of strength. And second, we have the courage to express and then take team along when things don't happen the way we want it. That's when you allow a risk to be taken. And so then you're empowering people than simply wanting to control and micromanage and wanting to feel safe and be in that. A quantum leader. Leadership principles, the plenty of them, all come from those 6 quotients that we are developing. And you've got this so much of energy and health, and you've got emotional intelligence to become more friendly. All this practice of spirituality integrated into the business. Friendship. So no one need to tell to a leader who is meditative about, you know what? Now there is a big initiative that's being taken by the government. So can you be part of it? It's easy to support the environment drive. It's easy. They're already changed from inside. So they know that environment, that planet, whatever the eco balance that government and people are bringing is very important because you have that friendship with you with that anyway. That CSR activity becomes that much more easy for an organization which have leadership rooted into these practices where empathy and friendship are fundamental attributes of them. Empathy and friendship. So, dear friends, a beautiful way to introduce meditation to your organization is to say that it develops leadership principles. Then, of course, meditation is building that energy into individuals. And so then you are starting this practice. And how can I introduce it? When we were there in IBM and today at Buddha Say Quantum Foundation and our quantum coherence that we run, then every day there are meditations before your cadence calls. You integrate the meditation in your strategic discussions, whether you're doing quarterly. You integrate meditation before, after, during. For a few minutes. In your regular meetings, stand-up meetings, come together, 5 minutes of meditation, 10 minutes, sort of people immediately become coherent. Of course, one can integrate into the wellness practices. There are always trainings that corporate is doing. So we work towards getting meditation, mindfulness introduced, and it is getting introduced in many ways. It should not become lip service. It should not become another thing that I'm taking into the regular training that are there. We walk up to the HR and then talk about it and say, look, there is something called this beautiful meditation. So simple. It is so non-religious and so scientific. So why not introduce it? And make them sit and say, Let's go through a 5-minute meditation, because all the myths will be immediately dispelled. They want to sit with your meditation, because otherwise it's a big thing in a mind. Oh, is this like religion? Are you going to make people chant and say, Om? I think it's there. There's no chanting, that's going to be disturbing in a way that other practices, other religions may not necessarily adopt and accept, even though it's just a sound. When it's simple, that's universal. That means everybody, and then scientific, so everyone can adopt it. Simple, so then no matter what state it is, that it can be practiced. And so then it can be absolutely, we can talk about this without hesitation, dear friends. Buddha's Quantum Foundation wants to empower every one of us to go and speak about this. And no longer a personal bedroom practice. 15 years ago, ever since I've understood the science behind this, and I went and then talked about it very, very openly at the end of every conversation I used to have with a CIO. At Sanofi Technologies, when I used to go for meetings, and I always figured out a way to bring it up with that CIO or that CXO, whoever that we're meeting. And guess what? More than 50% of the time, they'd always tell that, yes, I'm into some practice, an art of living, Isha, or PSSM, or no pranic healing, or this and that, of some mindfulness practice. It's just we don't talk about it, friends. The more we speak about it at our workplace, in our communities, the more we are developing our practice, the more, of course, we are making our environment conducive for ourselves to become more friendly with the field. That means more unlimited, more connected. We just have to make that switch in our mind that, yes, this is something we're going to talk about it. That's insight. That switch has to come. No, I've not learned yet. I don't know what this means. And I still 40 days of meditation practice here with foundation. I can tell you, everybody here can be a great teacher. We just start talking about this. Patri used to say, day one, you learn meditation. Tomorrow, day two, you start teaching. Don't wait for XYZ to be learned to teach ABC. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. Let's go into meditation once again, dear friends. And it'll be great to hear today and tomorrow dedicate fully for listening to many of Master's experiences as a way of taking further inspiration from this program. This is not a 40-day program, that it is not a fixed program that we can start and then end and you're done with meditation. It's a lifelong practice. It's a lifelong practice that you go back and then go back and go back, because you're rewiring your brain circuits on one side, and then the infinity that is there, and no amount of practice is going to explore the infinity, because it's infinity. So it's a lifelong practice. So we want to be inspired enough to continue this even after we go from here and spread this. And so we listen to the stories and then see how each one is able to take even a little bit, one thing. And I learned to become a little more mindful when I was going to say and give that comment at my team meetings. If we can give some small tips that you are practicing, being very, very specific about that thing, that can greatly help. My morning ritual became a little more deeper, a little more stronger. Now I know that 6 o'clock I get up, finish my meditation, I'm doing my exercise. Just giving those will encourage many people who want to be that. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably. Let's go into a meditation once again. Breath mindfulness meditation, to closing our eyes and observing our breath to go empty. When you observe your breath, mind becomes empty. In case thoughts are there, bring your attention back to the breath and again observe the breath. We're starting with breath mindfulness meditation. Relax yourself with your eyes closed. Relax your body. Be with your breath, dear friends. We're doing meditation in silence today. That's our natural state. We dip into it with your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath, dear friends. With no music, we dive into our natural state of that inner silence, inner stillness. Be with your breath, dear friend. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. When you observe your breath, your mind will be becoming less and less of thought, with your attention at the root of your nose, where the breath is disappearing into that grander, hidden inner portals. Allow yourself to notice that simple in breath and the out breath. And allow yourself to go on that inner journey as that intelligent breath is dissolving. Thoughts are natural. When you notice you are in thought, go back to your breath again and allow yourself to slowly and slowly go in to that inner calmness, emptiness. As the mind is becoming less and less of thought, you move into the generous present moment, developing that greater awareness. Your body goes into balance with no interference. Its natural state. We are tiny matter, all emptiness. As you are becoming emptier in your mind of thought, you are embracing that field of emptiness, the field of energy. That higher intelligence threading all life into one, into limitlessness. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly move into that emptiness, that field of energy. merge into this field of nothingness, of no body, of no thing. And everything comes from this nothingness and goes back into it. As a true home, the soul, allow yourself to move in your true home. The more you are with it, this emptiness, this light, the more empowered you become, the more centered you become. This is the field of possibilities. The more you stay connected to it, the more newer you become, the more experiences you draw into your life. longer. You merge into this emptiness, this field of life, the more equanimous you become with all experiences. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Shubha ashubha parityag. The more you stay connected to this stillness, that calmness, the more you transcend dualities, the more you lead a greater life with polarities in action. Then all life becomes experiencing and learning. Yogastha kuru karmani. In the state of yoga, where we become that first, and then we act. Be with your breath, dear friends, and yourself. To go deeper and deeper into that endless depth of that emptiness. longer you stay centered into this emptiness, away from your body, the more expansive you become. The more insightful you become about the nature of reality. Stay aware of that emptiness, that inner stillness of yourself. Merge into this divine self. That Sat Chit Ananda, the more you lose yourself into this field of nothingness, the more aware you become about everything. And the more you tune in to that inner knowingness, in the grandness of infinite cosmos, we are simply a speck. The more we merge into this greatness of ourselves, the more we allow everyone to experience this beautiful life. Express your gratitude to all things and everyone for helping you explore consciousness at this time of history. Helping you realize your greatness, helping you find that inner joy and happiness. And whenever you're ready, you keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoy the session. Mirdad is a great master, said if you're seeking something, he said, seek higher understanding. If you're manifesting something, manifest higher understanding. Knowledge to liberation, that higher understanding will make us so decisive, so clear that we take action. Yes. So it's time for anyone to like to share and how you felt today in this empty meditation, the silence meditation. Simply that or your experiences from the past few days. Do we have Monica Sharma, Srinivas? Please invite Monica Sharma.
Namaste, sir. Namaste, masters. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
I'm into meditation from last. I attended 121 days session and 140 days session. This is my first 40 days session. My experiences are like my sleep quality has improved. Improved in the sense it is a tremendous improvement. Maybe for past 15 years or so, I could not sleep properly. The whole night I used to have other nightmares. Sometimes horrible, sometimes meaningless, sometimes just like that. The whole night was not restful. Something or the other would always be running in my mind. I was always wondering whether I am really resting or what's happening with me. I spoke to many doctors. All they say is there is nothing wrong with you. All tests are okay, everything is okay. But I knew I was not okay. Just with one Facebook advertisement, I just joined out of curiosity just to see what it is. Now I'm feeling tremendous improvement in my sleep quality. Very rarely I wake up in between. I do get the dream still, but not to the extent it was disturbing. This is one big improvement for me. And also now, earlier I used to be so confident. It was like I was not afraid of anything. I would participate in any discussions and things like that. Over the years, I was subjected myself to stress and due to situations around. My confidence level has gone very low. Um, this anxiety of not knowing what it is, or just without knowing, I would get anxiety. Why I'm getting anxiety, I don't know. I would get anxiety. Now it has improved, not fully gone, but at the back of my mind, I know, okay, I have meditation to fall back on. I don't need to fear. At least I have somebody who can support me when I have a problem or when when things become too difficult. This is one big advantage. And when it comes to manifestation, I did not do much manifestation regularly, but I want to share one kind of miracle, can say. I have a relative, in normal this thing, she's very tensed all the time. She's a close relative, very tensed, angry, and little complicated all the time in relationships. I was asking my wife to somehow convince her to join this regional program, either Kannada or Telugu, that is going to start. From the time this was announced, I was just asking her to somehow convince her. What happened? Maybe around a week ago, she has a friend near her house itself. They were just friends, and just out of casual conversations, they talked about somebody getting healed for their kidney problem. She got curious and she wanted to know more. And her friend is into these PSSM meditations, Patriji's meditations. And she got interested and now she started doing it. So this is one big change. I could never imagine she would go into meditation, knowing her nature. So this is a big thing. I don't know if it is because of my manifestation or uh, the meditation itself came to her. But I believe, I think my intentions worked. This is my experience. Apart from that, during the Dubai session with Sir, I participated in the one-day workshop. I never had any big visions or things like that. During the workshop, uh, I was closing my eyes in the first session itself. There was some disturbance in between. Towards the end, maybe Sir said 5 more minutes. After that, I started seeing something. Some 3 or 4 thoughts are running in parallel at the back of my mind. Mhm. I started seeing some beautiful scenery, some hills, not very big hills, but it was a kind of peaceful scenery. Um, I was thinking about, okay, I'm sitting in meditation. I was aware that I'm sitting in meditation, and it felt like my eyelids have become transparent. So that was one experience, because I didn't know how the visions would appear and what kind of feelings we will have, or how to identify that as a vision. This is one thing I experienced. That was for a very short time, but that's how I felt. I was always wondering how the visions would feel. Maybe it would be like dream or anything like that. I was fully aware, and I was even analyzing whether my eyelids have become transparent. This
Yes.
is one of the experience.
Thank you, Srinivas garu. Their intentions are right, so we will experience everything. Don't doubt your manifestation experience. You said it. You believe your manifestation worked. And so please release a thought that everybody becomes a meditator in the world.
Yes, sir. I am spreading whoever I say new, whoever tells me that they have some health problem or they are going through some problem. I share all the links and I tell them to join. Yeah. Yesterday also I convinced one person who is a Malayalam person. He was saying he's having too many personal problems and health problems and all these things. I told him, start with this 11-day program that is going to start. Maybe this is the program itself is making you talk to me. So just start this. You see for yourself. If you feel good, then you can continue. There are many programs in that. I asked him to download the CEO off, and 2 more guys have joined. After my 21 days meditation, I was speaking to them Casually. I mean, after 6 months or 8 months, this guy was speaking to me, and I told him he is into some startup business. He attended and he said this is helping him in a great deal in Bangalore.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Shyam. Wonderful meeting you there in Dubai. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Please keep join the team there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me invite Monica Sharma. Hi, Monica.
Hello, sir. Good morning, everyone. See, I've been with Buddha CEO for 2 years as a program coordinator in the operations teams. Earlier, I have been practicing meditation in our firm for the last 2 years. It has changed me in many ways. Earlier, I used to get angry quickly and keep thinking too much about what others said and or did. Things used to affect me a lot. But now I stay calm, peaceful, and I don't get upset easily, and I don't overthink. I feel more relaxed and clear from within. So yes, it's changed me a lot. Now I feel calm. I deal with my daughter very patiently. I'm not get angry. I manage very effectively with that my office work and my housework. So it's really helped me in many different ways.
What all you do at Foundation?
Sorry, sir.
What all do you do at Foundation? What all do you do at Buddha Seva Foundation, I said?
Actually, I'm doing as a program coordinator, and I manage all the data work, whatever I have, and I online whatever programs going on, I just manage and coordinate, give that details to our content team and flyer teams. So I just manage that back office work, backend.
Thank you, Monica.
Thank you, sir.
That anxiety has to go. Most important, what others think of us has to drop fully. Right? We are with our own greatness. If there is one thing, is worry about others and then trying to give explanations to others. You drop those giving explanation to others because it drains energy. Thank you for doing everything that you're doing with a beautiful team. We have so many youngsters.
Earlier, I used to always think, why me? What? How? Now I think, okay, it's fine. It is come for me. It's good for me. Okay, let it go. Now I am not thinking about anything.
That understanding. So if it comes from me, it's good for me. And if that very thought changes the outcome for us from that experience. Thank you. Right? Yes,
Thank you, sir.
thank you. What do you have? Chandraji.
Good morning, Chandra sir and all the masters. I know I am not a fresh new youngster in this group, but I feel these 40 days are like every 40 days is like a book for me. It opened up, then the next volume will come after that 21 days volume 22. Because each one, when I compare the way Chandra sir is opening his thoughts, it's each concept each time is different. That is we are so blessed to have so much of information coming to in a very simple way to understand things. So only when we understand certain things, we feel that, yeah, I want to really make it into myself and I want to really get into this. Chandra sir may ask me, what kind of services you are doing for this Buddha Foundation? I'm asking for, I'm just imagining having that conversation with you, sir. I said, my thoughts, my words, my whole being, every minute in a day is thinking about, because even in the night, I'm reading some of the Buddha Foundation, wisdom notes. But next day morning, when I get up, it's very early getting up, then I'm thinking whom I can call. I want to talk to somebody about this Buddha meditation, and I'm supposed to go to my aunt's house to give her the meditation today. I couldn't go for some reason. It's not a It's my mistake. It's not their mistake. So every minute I love to share my breadth of this meditation, my thoughts, my feelings, my emotional information to the people, whomever I see. Doesn't matter. It's my group or your group, what language they speak. No, because I'm not saying it is just flowing from me. That's the thing I always feel. That is what it's something, it has done a miraculous psychic change in my personality. I don't know how this has happened, and also I had a very much dilemma between the spiritual path I was in, and I'm thinking that is a different one, and this is a different one. No, that is not. That's what you are saying, that spiritual integrity, the spirituality, coherence between the meditation and spirituality. We are only, our mind sees them differently. That's the way I see. It's my malunderstanding or not ignorance of my mind thinking, oh, I am in this place, I'm ignoring my sai center. No, that is not. I feel I am an ikigai person now. I'm going to write it, who is an ikigai. I see myself an ikigai because I'm retired now. That's one thing. Retired from the physical job where I used to go, but now my mind is super active. My day in my time in my day is absolutely busy every time. And I want to avoid seeing the phone or anything all the time that's going. So, and also I'm like a people's person. I'm really, so I can go to anybody and talk, even in the shop, anywhere, not just chit-chatting, I'm saying, just to give them some nice way of greeting that people or talking to them as human to human. That's the only way I feel. That is the thing. And I feel like there is some purpose I found out. This is my purpose in this Buddha Foundation. Though manifestation, I have every day, I have some in my deepest meditation, it's going. My good intent is going. I know I'm not expecting anything back, or I'm not going to deliberately watching it, but I know definitely it's going to manifest with a big, like a big surprise for me. That is the way I am, just because I have no expectation at all. And I see life is always very precious. And, every minute, what each person has the call to do certain things. So I would love to do this facilitation. It's not a problem for me at all. I love, actually, we are all trained for it. I'm a little bit taken away by this computer system. I have to really get myself familiar with. Maybe from a few months from now, I will be just jumping in, and whenever there is a need, I can do it for our people. They are working so hard and stuff. But I want to really say this has changed my life, definitely. And tomorrow, actually, I want to mention my husband's death anniversary. So today in the meditation, I sent that he must be very happy that I'm in the meditation and focusing in the serious part of my life, spiritually going in, meditating and going in. That is the thing. And whenever I have a chance, when Chandra sir was talking about the college and the universities of education, I am so unpredictable character. Suddenly, I will go and jump into the schools also. Go and talk to the person or headmaster or principal or whoever it is, because that's the way my energy is coming out. That is for sure. Every bit of it. And thank you, Chandra sir, for letting me do some blog and stuff. And for that gives me so much creative energy inside me. I can see it. Anytime I can sit and write. That is the way now it is going on.
Chandraji, we want you to go to at least 100 colleges from now through. There are 100 days left for the St. Louis RCML. So one college a day, and then we need represent from every college for that RCML. They're making arrangements for 1,000 people RCML. And so we need to have so many students come and then know about this and go. Okay, because of your efforts, it's happening. Remember
that
this.
is really very big Herculean claim, but I don't want to limit that thing. But if we set our mind, we can do it. I have no
Yes.
problem, because my aim is to bring in local people into this, not just Indians. It has so much benefits in this meditation. Even some of the Indians friends, they don't even hear. They talk about their pain and they talk about those things. I am here sitting with that so much in my richness in my hand. Please come and do meditation with me. It's really, they are not able to understand the
They're
depth of
understanding.
understanding.
Every time they listen to you, they're understanding. So
Okay.
they will come forward. All right?
Yeah.
Yes, Sonalji,
That-
what you got?
Yeah, positive. Yeah, that's definitely sure. I have the confidence I can bring in anyone in that. Who knows, Chandra sir, one day
Let's have
definitely.
Sonalji speak. Yes. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say 2 words about Chandra auntie. I've known her since 2005. She's talking about age. I've not seen anybody as evergreen as her. You're not young. You're even younger than millennials. You've become the Gen Z generation. Her energy levels, she's in Sai Center, she's helping the medical committee. She's truly, I can see thriving, for every little thing in Buddha CEO. And I can see her energy, even more, like she doesn't stop me. Every time I meet her, I'm like wow, I can learn so much from her. So I just wanted to say that to everybody. We were talking about Ikigai and longevity. She's the example right here. So thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Chandra.
you. Thank you. Wonderful. Yes, Nagendra.
Thank you.
Sir, sir, have a donation announcement.
Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Dear friends and masters, we are happy to announce the names of the donors who have donated Indian rupees 5,000 and more and US dollars 100 and more during the period of last week. The names are Anisha Judge, Parak Suman, Anusha Paladugu, Gorpade, Girish Bhatt, Devika Gokhale, Akhilesh Jain. We are deeply grateful to all contributors for their thoughtful donations. We sincerely acknowledge and express our gratitude to all donors, including those who contributed in various amounts. Dear friends, Buddha Siva Quantum Foundation is a non-profit entity dedicated to supporting several initiatives to teach, promote, and create awareness about meditation and spiritual science. The foundation's main objective is to spread spiritual science and meditation wisdom across the globe, reaching people from all walks of life. As part of this mission, we are expanding our activities to connect with even more individuals. We are investing in teams to develop scientific insights, meditation content, and make them abundantly accessible on social media channels. As of June 2024, over 260,000 people from diverse backgrounds, including leaders, entrepreneurs, aspiring leaders, students, and the general public, have attended our programs. Many have experienced personal transformation, and thousands more have been positively influenced indirectly. We invite you to explore transformational journeys and valuable resources by visiting our YouTube channel, youtube.com/buddhaceo. Importantly, the foundation relies on the generosity of donors like you, many of whom are program participants, to sustain its activities. Your donation today can make a significant impact, directly transforming someone's life. Please visit www.buddhaceo.org/donate to make your generous contribution in abundance. All donations made in Indian rupees are exempt under Section 80G of the Income Tax Act of India. Donation made in US dollars are eligible for tax exemption under Section 501C of the United States tax law. Thank you. Thank you for your kind support and contribution.
Thank you, Nagendra, for taking up this important aspect for the foundation. Somebody has to think through this. There's energy called money energy. Funding is so important. So really, really acknowledge and then thank everyone who is contributing or associated with us. We are definitely looking at doing some CSR projects this year to double down on giving meditation to youngsters in colleges, those graduate undergrad students. There is so much that they can go out into the business and employments when they go there with a much more open mind, much more innovative mind. And so there is that an important aspect that we're initiating. And so we're always welcoming donations as well as companies that are there which can support through the CSR Actors with Asset Foundation. So thank you very much. Nagendra is a point of contact in doing this work. Yes. No, we've come to this so much, and I thought I also heard a comment. Kirti Sugar. Yes. How's your meditation today?
Good morning, sir. I'm audible.
You're audible.
It's like I felt like today's silent meditation is meant for like Pulwama attackers for their conscious healing of souls. It's just like okay, that was great, sir.
Yes. We do with music, we do without music. Yes. Sometimes
Without music, I felt so, sir. It was for them we have meditated for healing their conscious souls.
Thank you. Georgette Secretary, please.
Yes, hello. I wanted to say that I'm really interested after these 40 days of meditation and all the time I've been meditating. I've seen the young people here in Mexico. They are really stressed out about school, about having exams. They get sick. It's really, really bad what people is suffering in schools. So I want to do a certification with you guys and then go to a university here near my house and try to do some meditation with the students to teach them how to meditate, because that's the valuable thing about school, learning things that you can use in your life, not only for your profession, but for your whole life. And meditation takes you a step further in your whole life. It really changes your life. I've seen it in my life, how peaceful and clear and all the stress goes down. And that's very important for the students here in Mexico, because we don't have your culture. I understand that. Here in Mexico, when you say meditation, they say, no, you must be doing very strange things. But I've been in meditation world for a long time, and now I want to do this teaching for the students in the universities. But first, I need to do the certification with you so they can see that I am a person that knows how to meditate. So I'm very happy for this. Thank you very much.
Awesome. We couldn't see you. I'm seeing if you're promoting as a panelist, if you're able to join. But yes, join hands. You said you've been in meditation a long time. So are you been practicing this 40 days regularly?
She might be joining again.
Yes, I've been practicing these 40 days. But I've been doing meditation for some years before, because I am very sick in my body. So I've been doing meditation to fix my body also, because meditation gets you in a mental state that you can transform your life. I really believe in that, because I've seen it in my life. So I guess the young people need these tools for the school. They should be teaching meditation in schools in the whole planet. I really believe it, but it's not like a very common thing to do here in Mexico. But I will try to do with people from universities when they are 18 19 years old, and they are starting the university studies. So they can do even study gets easier when you do meditation. I know that because I have a boy, a son, and I've been seeing his friends, how they get all stressed, and I've been working with them only to teach them how to breathe changes the stress in the body, even the breathing techniques, as simple as that. So meditation goes deeper than that, and it's very, very useful for everybody, for every situation, for every person. You need this space in your mind to calm down, because we're living in a world that is fast, 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 more, 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 more. We need to go back to do slow, to meditate, to get deep inside. That's what I think.
You already teach.
No, I've only been working with a few friends, little children that get sick in their stomach, and when you teach them how to breathe, they get better. Yes, it's amazing. It's as simple as that, because stress is very, very strong in the school, because they are very competitive. They have to be the first place, and there are many child, so they need to relax, to calm down for the exam, for the questionnaire, for everything. Meditation is really important for everybody, not only for you people in India. For everybody, it should be that remarkable thing to do in schools.
Sure, great. That's why 10% of people who attend here are at least from outside India at this point. And then, yes, it has to be everywhere. Join hands. And our program now is going in many, many regional languages. Of course, English goes around, but also in regional languages. Starting this month of 28th, we're going to do in several Indian languages, but there is a master who wanted to take it up in Russian language. And you please, maybe, I don't know what your interest is, but we are very, very happy to take all our material, all the subject, and then do it in Spanish or whatever that is, and English, of course, there that so much goes on in Mexico. I have the observations.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Do join our next batch. You're already a coach in our batches or not yet? Are you joined our current batch coach program? No.
No, I want to take it.
Okay.
The
There's one
coach.
from June, sometime in June, starting a batch. So that's a great way to get to know in detail about all the sciences as well as the things that we're doing here.
Yes,
Thank
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. So you have a facilitator who you are in touch with in your WhatsApp. Are you part of any WhatsApp group?
I'm in the Grace group.
Okay. So then there is a facilitator, so you could be in touch and then take this forward further. We're very happy to support in all ways possible to give this meditation into Mexico. Right?
Yes.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, friends. Thanks for joining. This program is possible because of
What am I doing? Oops.
Yeah, I think we lost him, probably some internet issues. Yeah, Reshmaji. So good to have you here. Yeah, would you like to share, please?
Sure. Our friends, yes, like many of you, I joined 3 years back as a beginner. And I got the immediate benefit like good sleep, emotional balance, aware about my thought. I was like a 1 year baby, exploring myself and just enjoyed that, that self-discovery. Then once I enjoyed the fruit, after some times, I was not, I could see that not easy to stay in the meditative state or like that. And I was like off track for some time. But when I attended AMR session and met the Buddha's your team, I could see that they are so content. They are like they're living that the wisdom life. So that's where 1 year back I joined here as a volunteer, did a coach program, then become a facilitator for a few programs. Then this time I am acting as a coordinator for this gratitude program. I definitely want to say that this 1 year, right, where I joined as a volunteer, that has given me immense shift inside. So we get a lot of opportunity to interact with such living examples. They are great senior masters living that wisdom, that truth in their every action, every word. It helps you to see them and learn faster. I could see that a big inner shift happened in the last 1 year when I was volunteering here. Yes, and another part, like wherever we do outside, right, we feel like, okay, energy drained or something. But when we do this purpose work, every time you do spend time, energy, it is like you are boosting, your energy gets uplifted. Energy booster, we can say, right? And the theory we learned, right? Not being judgmental, and how to manage the uncertainty, think miraculous, and open for possibilities. It's easy to say, but when it comes to the being straight, right? It challenges. But when you're a volunteer, right, you see such people all around you. That is the biggest thing I see here. So very grateful to the Buddhasyo team. Back-to-back program we have, which makes us to be practice that more and more every time, more and more mindful every time. So whenever we practice and repeat it, right, automatically it becomes a second nature. That's what Sir says, and that is true. So yes, thanks, sir.
That's awesome. Yeah, here you go. Awesome, Reshma. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Reshma madam. So much meticulous planning and the detail you go into. And so then we are able to be here in spite of having so many groups, so many facilitators, so many meetings, so many speakers. It's a really wonderful, great job, you, and then of course Sonalji, both of you taken so much effort and time into this program and then getting this done. It's possible only when we commit ourselves to something like this. This is an yajna. To me, 40-day program is an yajna. An yajna means something that you do for a greater good. And I'm always inspired with Karthikeyan sir's relentless efforts. When I've seen this with Patri sir, there is no beginning and then it just goes on. These are perennial yajnas that we continue to do. I've seen with Sir, Patri sir, I've seen with Karthikeyan sir. No amount of time, not a single minute ever wasted, and always wanting to use it, go into the detail all the time, see what is the maximum way that we can impact and then cause and contribute. And so that's how I see the level of detail that our program coordinators are going through, and that's something that you have done this in this program. So thank you. For some reason I can't see. Put three of us in the panel. Are we there, three together?
Yes, yeah, I can add myself, sir.
Okay, but I don't even see that in the mobile phone like that. Okay, so
Oh yeah, yeah, now I'm there. So we're all three here.
okay, awesome. So thank you, Reshma Madam, once again. So we will, now she's going to take up some, well, what take up? I mean, she's been doing phenomenal job and lifted so much in GCML and then here, and then similar very important role of a lot of work in this project excellence that we have that we would like someone to anchor. It's possible. She demonstrates it's possible. You do work, but at the same time you do a lot of these things too. Sonaji, you've been demonstrating. You work full time, but you can give time. If you postpone and say, when I get free time, I'll do, then the free time will come by the time you realize you don't have any time or no energy. And so it is possible. We just have to decide in our mind first that yes, I'm doing it. So thank you all. We'll conclude here. And I see there all this power pack today. Nagendra is there. Amazing amount of service that is done. But there's no, I don't know how to quantify it. Okay. It is spreading like water. It just goes, fills all the holes, gaps. That's what it's doing. Okay. Funding was a gap. Technology is a gap. Website is a gap. Okay, nobody is there, Nagendra, so please coordinate this RCML. He started taking that. Okay, he's putting presentation for the big research conference we're looking to have in November in Pyramid Valley. Coordinating. We just sent an SMS saying that, okay, Microsoft approved some credit for something. Everything is there. So many ways is looking at it. One has to be like that. That I believe that I can do, then I can do. And I see truly with Nagendra doing so many things. Thank you, Nagendra. Okay. Have we concluded, Sonal Madam?
Yes, sir. Friends, this is a very emotional moment these last 2 days for us. As sir said, it's not last, it's a beginning. So to the infinite loop that we are going to be together, learning and growing and spreading. But as sir said, we have some incredible masters behind the scenes who's relentlessly doing so much work, and we're so grateful for that. And we get to be the face. We represent entire Buddha CEO team, together. So we are so fortunate, sir, to learn from you, to grow from you, and I'm forever grateful for this opportunity. You are raising bars for us. You're working 24 hours, at all different, time zones. So I feel I'm not doing anything. I always see what I could do more. So thank you for that. Thank you, Reshma ma'am. And friends, heartfelt gratitude for staying with us in this journey and growing. We look forward to being with you tomorrow and ahead too. So thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of the day and a wonderful evening. We'll see you all tomorrow for a grand finale. So be there with your dancing toes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
I am the light of my soul. I am beautiful. I am bountiful. I am bliss. I am. I am the light of my soul. I am beautiful. I am bountiful. I am bliss. I am. I am the light of my soul. I am beautiful. I am bountiful. I am bliss. I am.
So great to see everybody. Thank you. Love you all. See you all tomorrow.